Hey there, welcome back. So, do you remember Candid Camera? Back in 1962, Candid Camera aired an episode titled Face the Rear. Take a look.
The gentleman in the elevator now is a candid star. These folks who are entering, the man with a white shirt, the lady with a trench coat, and subsequently one other member of our staff will face the rear. And you'll see how this man in the trench coat tries to maintain his individuality, but little by little he looks at his watch, but he's really making an excuse for turning just a little bit more to the wall. Now we'll try it once again. Here's the candid subject. Here comes the Candid Camera staff, 3 of them at least. And this man has apparently been in groups before. Now, here's a fella with his hat on in the elevator. First he makes a full turn to the rear and Charlie closes the door. A moment later, we'll open the door. Everybody's changed positions. Now we'll see if we can use group pressure for some good. Now, in a moment, on Charlie's signal, everybody turns forward. Notice they take off their hats. And now, do you think we could reverse the procedure? Watch.
Now, while the average viewer might just enjoy this clip simply for the comedic value, what you might not know is that the creator of Candid Camera, Alan Funt, had kind of an extensive history in psychology, and many of the episodes that he wrote were designed to demonstrate human nature at work. And Face the Rear demonstrated just how quickly a basic social norm, something as simple as how we stand in an elevator, can be turned upside down using the power of group conformity. And what we're now learning is that it happens all the time in group work settings, and it's a very dangerous way to make decisions. For a while, consensus decision-making was a thing, and lots of companies kind of touted it as integral to their culture. And it is the style of decision-making in which a group discusses and debates a particular course of action until every member either agrees or at least can live with one particular decision. And it's not hard to embrace it because it really matches the ideals that most of us hold very dear, democracy and inclusion, egalitarianism. And if it's done right and everyone participates, then many times groups can arrive at a well-informed decision with collective buy-in, and that's all good. But what we have learned is that consensus decision-making sits just this side of groupthink, and groupthink decisions rarely have successful outcomes. Groupthink is a term that was first coined in 1972 by a social psychologist named Irving Janis, and it refers to a psychological phenomenon when people strive for consensus within a group. And you might be saying, what's wrong with consensus? Isn't it a good thing that everybody gets along? Well, yes and no. Because when people are so committed to reaching consensus, then it's really easy to put harmony and cohesion to the group above critical evaluation and analysis of the outcome. It's really easy to set aside your own thoughts and stop asking those hard questions and, don't expose the potential pitfalls so that you don't slow the group down. But this leads to irrational and problematic decisions. And groupthink can really transform a team of really bright, creative, independent thinkers into a group of people who are just nodding and smiling to get along while they keep all their best thinking to themselves. Here's the thing. You need those people who turn things upside down and poke holes in theories and ask those hard questions and analyze and evaluate, because they're the ones that enable your team to make the best, most informed decisions. Without them, your team is destined to miss some of the potential flaws and pitfalls that can be both time-consuming and costly. If you want to learn more about how groupthink can sabotage your team's success, check out my blog. If you found this nugget to be of value, share it with someone on your team. Maybe, just maybe, it will inspire a conversation about how together you can grow collective intelligence rather than consensus and groupthink.